Welcome back, everybody. So in this session, we will talk about modules. Let me just create a modules.py file. What's module, okay? Yeah, I think by now you know built-in functions, right? And we learned also how to make our own custom function. Yeah, custom functions. You know how to do that. Of course, now at least you know how to make the make square function. But sometimes we may group different functions together and we may import them. Now, let me just show you already available modules that are already available for us to use. Now we can, for instance, we can use import and then math. If I say import and math, I am actually importing the math module. And this math module do have different methods. Like to know the methods, you can say dir and then the math, because it's hard to remember all the available methods. You can use dir or help and then just print, and you will see the different for instance, related to trigonometry, as you can see, and the ceil, this is combination, cosine, and different. For instance, square root. If I ask you print the math dot square root of 9, and everybody knows the square root of 9, right? It is 3. Yes. And if I ask you again, print math, the square root of 3. And 3 is difficult. How about 4? And everybody knows it's 2. Yeah, but again, print math, the square root of 2. It might be difficult, 1.4 something. Yes, so we can get different methods related to mathematics from this module. We import it once and then we can make. Did I tell you also, for instance, but now we see there are different modules, so we don't have to print it now and then. Math.ceil. Ceil means actually ceiling, the roof, yeah? And for instance, if I want to say 3.14, this is a kind of very generous kind of rounding. Do you know the rounding of this? It's going to be 4 actually. Yeah. Okay. How about print math.ceil instead of ceil? Yeah, but let me show you also ceil again. 9.81. Of course, this is also going to be 10. But print math.floor, and if I say 3.91, floor means rounding it down. And this is a very greedy kind of rounding. Okay, it's going to be, as you can see, 3, or if it was also 9.81, this is going to be 9. Yes, so this allows us to round some number down or up. Okay, how about if I use the print math.power? You can do to the power of 3. This is how you write. To the power of 3. Yeah, I'm expecting 8. Oh yeah. But this method, all the mathematics method, they just give you somehow kind of floats instead of other data types. Print math dot. By the way, when you just write dot, you see the different available methods. For instance, you can see the floor here, factorial. Yeah, factorial means factorial of 5. For instance, I think the factorial of 5 is 120, right? Yes. What does a factorial means? A factorial means you write it like this, and it's going to be 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 up to 5. Yeah. And let's print again math dot, and then you can go whatever method you want. For instance, sine 60. Sine 60, is it 0.5 or something? Oh no, it says negative 0.3 or, okay, good. So this is actually from the math module, but sometimes you may import it differently. For instance, you may say from, this is one way, but sometimes it might be boring to write math dot. It's repetition. So another way, you can write from math import square root ceil floor tau factorial and sine. As you can see, this is, and now let me just, I can put this here and where's Control Shift. It's Control Shift. Yeah. Okay, I can make by mistake. I hope it's, I want to comment this out for the time being. Okay, but now with this also, I have imported this. As you can see now, I don't have to use this dot math now and then. Okay, I can remove it and it should work like this. I think this should be. Let's try it again. Yeah, as you can see, it's working again. Okay, this is great. And we can also do it differently. If you want, let's comment this out together. And now let's just do it differently. For instance, I can print everything as in like this star. Now we are importing everything that exists in the math module, but sometimes it's not good to do that. It's better to import them by name like this. And it should work again. Okay, let's comment this out again, and let's do also another way of doing the same thing. I can keep this there. Now let's just, for instance, you can say import square root as square root. For instance, you can give it different name, and ceil as ceiling, and floor, you can just floor as it was, and power as in power if you want. And factorial is also a very good name already. No need to change it, right? Yeah. Let's see. Now let's change square to square root. Square root. Square root. Square root. And this is ceiling. And this is ceiling. And it should work again. Scene is not, yeah, I have to import the scene. Great. So now you know how to import modules. Let me revise again. You can import and the name of the module, the name of the module, name of module. This is one way. If you do this, then you have to say name of module dot and the method. That's how you call it. Yeah, the syntax. Another way, you can say from the name of the module, you can import specific module. For instance, inside the name of the module, X, Y, Z, you can. Or you can import X as another name, as new name. Yeah, this is actually anything you need to know about how to do module. Great. And now let's import our own functions. Yeah, let's first create some functions.py. In some functions.py, I have def make square, and the make square take n and return n. Okay, now I want to create a new file, maybe main.py or whatsoever. Yeah, just main, I'm just calling it. Let me import this, the sum functions in the main or here, even in the modules if I want. Let me show you. From maybe import, what was the name of sum functions? Just the name of some functions, the name of the file. If I do print some functions, let's see what it gives us. That's, oh, it gave me module, and actually it just the module, it didn't give me anything else. How about instead if we use dir? The dir is good, dir, because the dir is very informative. Yeah, but as you can see, the dir gives me actually, these are available in every module, but this is actually the module we create. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, now let's then import that by doing, I can say print some functions and then make square 3. And then if I do click, I should get 9. Yes. And let's do more of that. 900. Great. Now let's write more functions. Def make cube. We can just return and let's just add def add 2 nums. And then of course it's 2 nums, and we have to return A plus B. Okay, then maybe I can add def add numbers. How many numbers? You never know. So let's do args. Do you remember this? What I return? No. Maybe total instead of 0. What is that? 4. Item in args. And then I can say total, and plus the item. Return total. Great. How many functions do we have here? I want you to write, and then, yeah. How many functions do you see over here? Okay, great. So we can import this guy step by step. So now let's make use of this anywhere we want. So I can say print some functions dot add 2 numbers. How about the sum of 9 and 1? I think as far as I know, 9 and 1 should gives 10. Great. How about print some functions and add numbers? And then if I just give 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 9, 2, 3, whatever. I don't know this, but our function add numbers should add together 33. Great. And we have also another function cube. Some functions dot cube, make a cube, and the cube of 10 as it should give us 1000. Yeah, so I think we have used make square, add two numbers, add numbers, and make cube. Instead of add numbers, add all numbers could be better, but whatever. That's okay. Maybe we can still create more functions if we want, but it's okay. But the name is not, shall we? Modules, some functions, but it's okay. You can call it maybe some modules, or maybe just some modules might be better. So these are actually now acting as everything together is a module, and in the module we have functions. Even I am in favor of just some functions, would be just good name. Yes. Yeah, but now and I can again import it differently from some functions. I can import everything like this. Then I don't have to say this, and then I can remove. Yeah, this is good enough. From some functions, sorry, import everything. Good. Let's try if it works. Yes. But how about if you are not happy with the name you have here, and if you want to change it differently or write it differently, let's see. Copy, I have a copy of this, and we can modify it from some function, import, make square make square sound like long if you say as a square, and cube, make cube as cube, and then add two numbers as add two numbers. Well, maybe add two numbers. I'm just changing it to make it very explicit, maybe. And instead of add numbers, add numbers. Did I already call add numbers? Okay, add the numbers, add all numbers. Add all numbers. Add two names as, just I can leave it like that. I'm happy with that name. Now I have to modify this to square, square, and add two numbers. That's good. Add all numbers, and make cube to cube. And let's see if it works. Yes, it's working again. And I think by now you should know how to import. Again, as you can see, if you want to import everything, import and name of module. Then you can access the different functions inside the module, name of module dot that specific method, right? Or another way, you can import it one by one by saying from this module, name of module, import methods or different functions. So that is func1, if you have func2, something like this. Or if you want to just import everything, import like this. Another, maybe if you want to assign func1 as func this, or so you can rename it. I think this is good enough for today related to modules. Do you have any question? Yeah, this is very important, creating different functions and importing and how module works. And this is what you should know, nothing more. Yeah, great. Then let's close it here.